USAID. Why are we just giving out all this money to every Tom, Dick, and Harry all around the world? What is this about? Is it really furthering our interest? Do we get anything in it for return? Like what kind of deal is this? To just give away your hard-earned taxpayer dollars. Well, Ilhan Omar has a response to that. We absolutely need USAID because, well, without it, she wouldn't be here.
I am exceptionally upset about USAID. I lived in a refugee camp for 4 years as a child surviving civil war. It is the essential programs that USAID provided that kept my family and I fed and safe. It is the resources that so many people around the world rely on. And it is our soft power. Oftentimes, people interact with our country through the military. That does not create love for us, and it certainly does not keep us safe. When the world interacts with Americans through programs that provide essential need, they get to see the heart and compassion of the American people. That's right. Yes. When someone is struggling because their bridge broke down, when USAID comes in and helps fix that bridge, that creates goodwill for the American people. Yes, yes. When people are dying of malaria and there is medication through USAID, that creates goodwill for the American people. When people are fleeing and they need just a little bit of food and USAID is there to provide that, that creates goodwill for the American people.
Of course, China does it a little bit differently. China will go in and give you some quote-unquote aid. And in exchange, if you can't pay your bills, they're going to take over that port. They're going to take over that resource. They're going to take over those mines. The U.S., what, we're just doing this for goodwill? Donald Trump's like, I don't think so. We're not really going to do this for goodwill. We're going to do it if it helps us. And you know what? We want something in return. And so this is a whole new approach, right? Like it's mind-boggling to see this all playing out in real time. And then you have these people like she is really, really, really worked up, incredibly worked up that there is this possibility that USAID just goes away. And in fact, it's become such an issue that apparently Marco Rubio's had to speak out of it. And he's like, oh, no, wait, I control USAID as the head of Secretary of State. Let me see if I can play you this. It may just be audio, but it's worth hearing here. He's trying to clarify here. He is the acting director of USAID, so it's not necessarily going to go away overnight, but that in fact, here, I'll just read it to you. So he said, I said very clearly when I, during my confirmation hearing, that every dollar we spent and every program we fund will be aligned with the national interests of the United States. And USAID has a history of ignoring that. And deciding that there's somehow a global charity separate from the national interest. These are taxpayer dollars. And I am so very troubled by these reports that they have been unwilling to cooperate with people who are asking simple questions about what these programs do, who gets the money, who are the contractors, and who is funded. I mean, okay. And that sort of level of insubordination makes it impossible to conduct a sort of mature and serious review that I think our foreign policy writ large should have. Boom. Okay? So no more handouts. No more gravy trains. I don't know what this is going to mean for you, Hunter Biden. Oh, that must be why Daddy's getting the gig with CAA, Creative Artist Management, Hollywood agency. It's going to somehow sell the Biden brand, much like they did Obama. Because apparently you can't sell it on the foreign circuit just anymore. You really wonder just exactly what was going on and who was getting what. Do you not? I mean, these people, they're all in bed together, and that is not good. That is not good for us. It is not good for taxpayers, and it's not good for our future, given how much debt we have. We just can't afford it. Like, to be perfectly simple and perfectly honest, we simply cannot afford it.